All right, so just gonna finish, because I did not give y'all the entire homework assignment Tuesday night. So we are going to, there it is. Okay, my pen's decided to work. All right, so section 1.6. Most of this will be on page 27. We might go on over into 28. But this is 23 through 41. Odd. And then
So I pretty much did homework for class.
just as a review to make sure that we're all good on exponents and how they work and how we can manipulate them and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so 23, we are working with the product property. So we have z squared and then cubed. So what do we do when we have an exponent raised to an exponent?
Times the 3 and the 2.
Yes, we multiply the 3 and the 2. So this is z2 times 3, which leaves us with right, z to the power of 6. All right. So 25, we have a to the power of 10 divided by a to the power of 2. So which rule are we using for this one?
Subtraction.
So we're using the quotient property, which means that yes, we subtract our exponents. So how would we write this out, Zachary?
I need to tell you a second.
All right, well, if you need to open your book to page 27 so that you can follow along, it's number 25.
So 10 times 2.
Right, the exponent of the numerator minus the exponent of the denominator. And so that gives us a to the power of 8. All right. So Isaiah, b to the power of 4 over b. Right, so this is b to the power of 4 minus 1, because our understood exponent down here is 1. And what do we call b to the third power? B cubed. B cubed.
Do you have to put a square around it?
Or not to be cubed. That's just how I am marking my answers. All right, so x to the power of 4 squared divided by x to the power of 5. All right, Julian, we got a couple things going on here. What do we do first? So in order of operation, what goes first? What does Jim Doss tell us? Okay, so they're both x's, but we do need to simplify our exponent. So the exponent raised to an exponent first. So we do this guy first. And that gives us x, 4 times 2 is 8, divided by x to the power of 5. So you said it's 1. How do you know that? Yeah, so we're subtracting. Which we call what? The other one, cubed. Cubed. You had it earlier. Okay. Yes. So x cubed is our answer. All right, so z to the power of a raised to the power of b. Zachary, how do I simplify this? You tell, what would, okay, if those were numbers, what would you do?
You are times A and B.
Right, and so how do we write A times B? Right, right, just right next to each other. Right, it's just Z to the power of AB. They're sort of trying to desensitize you guys to variables. Because when you see letters in math, it freaks out. But you don't have to, just follow the property. Just combine those. Z to the power of AB, whatever those, whatever values those letters might be representing. Okay, so 33. I'm gonna get my reading glasses. Y'all got reading glasses. Lost. I'm lost to age. Okay, here we go. X to the power of 4a raised, or excuse me, over x to the power of 2b. What do you think, Isaiah? What do you think we should do? So you're telling me we're using subtraction? Okay. We have the same base. So this is x, 4a minus 2b. All right, so can we combine the numbers here? You're like, I'm gonna guess no with the way you asked that.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember us? Do y'all remember defining like terms? So if you have like terms, that's like 4a minus 2a, right? So these are like terms because they have the same variable with the same exponent. Right, so you could simplify that to 2a, right? 4 minus 2. Now, but r is 4a and is a like, excuse me, is 4a a like term to 2b? No, we have different variables. So you can't simplify that anymore until you know what a or b is. So that's literally, no, it's 4 times a. That's 4 a's. So that's a plus a plus a plus a is 4a. Possibly. Because I need you to understand the concepts of the properties. So it's possible you could have something like this in the quiz. But you had it. Just take baby steps. Don't try to skip a step and do it in your head, because if you had gone ahead and done 4 minus 2 and gotten 2, you would have gotten 2a. At best, you would have gotten 2a minus b, right? Which still would have been wrong. Excuse me. All right. I wish it was just my allergies. All right, so for 35 through 41, all we're doing is actually solving them. So write each of the following as a standard numeral. That just means solve it. So for 35, Julian, we have 3 squared plus 3 to the power of 4. So we could do this 2 different ways. We could Could we though? No, we couldn't. Sorry. We can't use any of our exponent properties because they're separated by addition. So yeah, we need to use order of operation for this. So your first one you said is 3 times 3. So that's what? 9. All right. And let me show you this too. So 3 to the power of 4 is 3 to the power of 2 times 3 to the power of 2. And what did Julian just determine 3 to the power of 2 is? 3 squared. So that might be easier than trying to do 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, because we all should know what 9 times 9 is, right, Julian? What is it? 81, there you go.
701.
Yeah, right. All right, and so 81 plus 9, or 9 plus 81. 81 plus 9 is what, Julian? Yeah. And there you go. Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
Well, then just don't forget to write it down.
Nah, I thought you were trying to.
It's okay. All right, everybody got it? 37. All right, Zachary. -2 squared times 2 cubed. What do we have to look for with that -2 squared to figure out what we do? What should be there if it was -2 times -2? Yes, the parentheses. So we have no parentheses. So this is negative. Make sure y'all writing this. Something like this would definitely be on a quiz. So it's going to be negative no matter what. So instead of -2 times -2, you're doing 2 times 2, negative. So what's 2 times 2? You are asleep, darling. I'm not the only one that needs more sleep this morning. Yes, and then 2 times 3, or no, sorry, 2 cubed. See, I just did what y'all did. Right, this is 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. All right, bud. -4 times 8. Is my answer going to be negative or positive? It's going to be negative. So 8 times 4 is 32.
Man, we're all sleeping dead.
I know.
You're what? Happy.
You what?
This man lives on cat food. I'm a cat food.
Did your cat feed this morning? Your cat food? All right. Goodness. Number 39, Isaiah. 2 cubed plus 3 squared. Zachary, make sure you write down the one you did. These will be great examples during a quiz. This is 8 plus 9, which is what? Yep. You got the easy one. Julian, 41. -2 cubed times 2 squared. -8. Why is that 4 negative? There we go. We just got excited with the negatives. And is our answer going to be negative or positive? Negative. Right? It pretty much, they just reverse the exponents. Which doesn't matter because the base number is the same. And because that one's multiplication, well, you know what? I'm not even going to do that and confuse you. Okay, so I think the other part was, excuse me, a little bit of review. So go on to the back in the cumulative review section. And 51 through 59. Okay, so 51, -63 divided by 3 divided by 4 minus 7. right, Julian. Yeah, right after you get it written down, let me know what you want to do. What do we do first? Eventually. No, you're right. It's left to right, but you still have to do that. Left to right only works if they're all the same operation. Multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. What's here that we need to simplify first? Mm-hmm. All right, 4 minus 7. So it's 3. So 4 minus 7. Yeah. So 4 minus 7 is 3. Is 7 bigger or small? What's 4 minus 1? What are we missing?
Is it negative?
Negative 3.
Well, I didn't think that was negative.
But 7's bigger than 4. So what happens when we subtract something bigger from a smaller number? Right? It's unlike signs. That's why we do the review. It's okay. Just stay with me here, right? This is 4 plus a negative 7. They are unlike. And which one's bigger? The 7, right? The negative. So our answer is going to be negative. You still do the 7 minus 4, which you were there. You're halfway there. But that's where we get the negative sign from. All right. So yes, back to our original problem. So I'm going to rewrite that now. That's negative 63 divided by 3 divided by negative 3. Right, our answer is going to be positive, so I'm just going to ignore my negatives. So 63 divided by 3. 3 goes into 6. How many times? There we go. So this part is 21 divided by 3. I'm ignoring my negatives. Ignore your negatives. We already, that's why there's a plus sign on my answer bar, because I already looked at my negatives. Right. So our answer is, yeah, 7. And it's positive, so you can always erase the positive sign if you need to. It's a lot of steps, yes. So 53 is yours, Zachary. 7 minus 2 minus 32. Isaiah, you writing these down? Are you? I haven't seen you pick up that pencil like the whole time. Oh, I got you. You're just ahead. That makes sense. All right. This is Zachary. Yeah, these are all like the same operation. It's either addition or subtraction. So we're just going to work left to right. So 7 minus 2 is a what, sir? Positive 5 minus 32. Holy cow. It is negative 27. So make sure that you see this is 5 plus a negative 32, which means we have unlike signs, and the larger number has the negative sign. So our answer is negative. And then you just do 32 minus 5, which gives us 27. All right. So then we have 27 plus negative 14. So Zachary, like or unlike? They are like, which means we do what? We add them. But what do we have to make sure also goes on our answer line? The negative, right? Because they're both negative. So 27 is now getting more negative. Picture that number line in your brain, right? So you see you're at 27 on your number line and you're getting more negative. So it stays negative, but the number gets bigger, or the digits get bigger. So 27 plus 14. Here's my one. Yep, negative 41. All right, good job. All right, Isaiah. Negative 8 times negative 2 times 4 times 8. So first off, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Yep. First off, is our answer going to be negative or positive? Positive, because we have what? Right, we have an even number of negative signs. So at this point, you can either rewrite it with no negatives or just no to just ignore them. So Isaiah, what do we do then? Let's see, 6. Yeah, I think you're right. Yep, 64. All right, 8 times 4. Here my 3. 8 times 6 plus 3.
Well, you could have guessed it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I remember I had one happen. It was like 12 and 1, or it was like 5 and 1/2.
Got this all right written down? Okay, go and write down 57. What is 18 more than negative 45? So how would we write this? Okay, this is really important. So if we said 18 more than negative 45, which comes first? Are we starting at 18 and adding negative 45 to it? Or are we starting at negative 4 and adding 18 more to it? Which one? We're adding 18 to negative 45. So when you see more than or less than, know that you start with that second number. So you would write this as negative 45 plus 18.
Yeah.
So are they, well, Julian, is your answer going to be negative or positive? Is there like or unlike? They're unlike. And the larger value has the negative sign. So what do we do with numbers when they're unlike? How do we find our answer? We add or subtract? We subtract. So 45 minus 18 is a 3. That becomes what's 15 minus 18? 15 minus 8, right? And 3 minus 1. All right, so our answer is negative 27.
That was a small one. How it works.
The more than is okay when you have more than because you're adding. It's when you have less than that it gets really tricky because less than means that subtraction, you've got to have them in the right order. You've got to have the right number for the minuend and the right number for the subtrahend. All right, Zachary, 58. No, not 58, 59. So this one says we want the quotient of -456 and -8. What is a quotient? What is the answer to an addition problem? Call it a sum. The answer to a to a subtraction problem? Difference. Another part. What's the answer to a multiplication? Product. Multiplication. But the answer to a division is your quotient. Yes. Dividend divided by divisor equals quotient. Yes. So question is, which one goes inside the house and which one goes outside the house? Zachary? -8 goes outside. Yes. So when it asks you the question like this, your first number is your dividend and the second number is your divisor. The dividend goes inside the house. -456. Also, Zachary, is our answer going to be negative or positive? Why would it be positive? Yes, because there's an even number of negative sides. So I'm just because division problems are confusing enough, right? Just take them away. You know your answer is positive. So just don't put them in there anymore. 456. All right, Zachary, 8 goes into 45. How many times? Yes, 5 times. 5 times 8 is 40, right? Okay, yep. There we go. My worst multiplication memorization ever. For some reason, 8 times 7 would never stick. So only in finally teaching you guys and seeing 8 times 7 constantly have I finally remembered that 8 times 7 is 56. All of those middle ones get really weird. So because like 6 times 9 is 54 and 8 times 7 is 56. And I get those two are somehow, those wires are crossed in my brain somehow. All right, so our final answer is 57. All right, so the point is, don't worry if you struggle, everybody struggles. Just keep practicing it. Huh? Did I forget something? Oh, that's telling you the section that question applies to. Did you, oh, those are brackets? Yeah, so the 1.5 next to it is talking about section on page 19, which is dividing integers. So if you're struggling, that is a good point though. If you're struggling with any of the cumulative review, I know we don't do them that often, it tells you what section to go to, so you can go back to that section and figure out what it is you're missing. Okay, I'm gonna stop my recording because that's no way, maybe. Yeah. Maybe unpin or ends.